Good afternoon, Wildcats. I'm V. Fisher.
And I'm Gabby Proper, and you're watching WCAT Weekly News.
We have so much going on around campus right now.
That's right, from state championships to therapy animals and even some pretty amazing community service opportunities happening this week.
Speaking of community service, we have a really special opportunity to give back. Let's hear from TJ Blackholmes about Pieces with Purpose.
The inaugural Pieces with Purpose drive has begun. I loved Legos as a kid. Did you? I created my drive, Pieces with Purpose, to collect unopened Lego sets to provide for children with intellectual and physical disabilities. I learned over the summer from one of my friend's brothers with cerebral palsy that outside of school there are not many brain-stimulating activities for them to do without much supervision. I learned that he really enjoyed doing Legos in his free time. I went home and found one of my unopened sets dusting away in my closets and gave it to him, and he loved it. He even called it vintage. This gave me the idea to bring this drive to Westminster. The drive goes from this week until the Friday up until Thanksgiving, November 20th. There are donation bins all throughout Westminster in buildings such as Barge, Hawkins, and Presley. I have also partnered with Jacob's Ladder to give them the unopened sets to provide for the families that would benefit from the most. Thank you so much, and consider donating to Pieces with Purpose.
What a great way to make a difference.
The 4th annual Thank a Teacher, Win a Pie event is happening right now through November 20th. Just stop by the CFL to nominate a colleague, teacher, or a staff member that you're thankful for.
2 winners will get a delicious pie from Southern Baked Pie Company.
The teachers are working hard, and it goes a long way to thank them for all they do for us.
I know, I've been working hard too this week, but the Happy Tales visit really cheered me up.
Me too. It was so fun getting to pet the dogs.
And of course, I love to pet my favorite cat, Tony. Who doesn't love pet therapy?
I sure do. But another meaningful and therapeutic experience I had was getting to visit Santa Fe with Creating Communities, experiencing the culture through the various art exhibits and spending time with friends.
That sounds amazing. Let's go to Sean Patel to hear more about the Creating Community trip to New Mexico.
Hello Wildcats, my name is Ashawn. This past week, the Creating Community group went to Santa Fe to explore art in the area. This trip consisted of juniors and seniors who shared a passion over creativity and were looking to explore art in the urban environment. The faculty advisors, Mr. Steele, Ms. Johnson, and Ms. Martinez had an amazing time during their trip.
Well, actually, I'm from New Mexico, and so when we got there, I started to see things that just triggered my memory of my childhood. So I would get on the mic if we were in a bus, and I would start acting like a tour guide because things would just pop into my head, and I thought, oh my gosh, have you all ever heard of a jumping cactus? And things like that. So that was one of my favorite parts.
Senior Garrick Pittman also had an amazing time.
My favorite part of Santa Fe was definitely the mixture of the architecture, which is called adobe. It's basically like mud and clay molded together to form really molded and smooth looking houses and buildings. So that was great. And also that mixed with the scenery. So like the beautiful mountains and landscapes and flat areas. And I love the show Breaking Bad personally. And so it was very similar to that show. So I love seeing that.
It sounds like the trip was a blast. If you've ever wondered how cities evolve or how art can alter the nature of a community, then be sure to apply for this program when the applications are released next year. Well, Wildcats, that's all. Back to y'all in the studio.
We're so fortunate to have such special travel opportunities at Westminster, but we also had a very special opportunity to give back this weekend.
After the devastating hurricane in Jamaica, some of our Westminster parents gathered to help take care of the community. On Wednesday morning, they filled 3 SUVs full of donations for those affected.
They organized a 2-day drive and received donations that were taken to Delta Airlines Atlanta yesterday morning, and they will be transported to the island next week.
We are sending prayers to those in Jamaica and hope that more people are able to help with their recovery.
This Friday is Agape's Walk for Awareness, another opportunity to get involved in service. It'll take place on Kosh this Friday afternoon, and you can find a link to sign up on the Wildcat updates.
Now let's go to Jack and Paul for an update on cross-country state championships and the beginning of our winter sports seasons.
Thanks, y'all. Fall sports have officially ended, but not before both boys and girls cross country took home the chip. Both teams dominated down the stretch at Carrollton. Let's travel to Kareem's Corner to hear more.
Hello, my name is Kareem Al-Shahabi. I'm with WCAT, and welcome to episode 8 of Kareem's Corner. Today I'm here with varsity cross-country stars Jacob Jaco and Elizabeth Rogers to talk with them about their state championship victory this past weekend. So Elizabeth, you're a sophomore and you won the state championship. How does that feel, and what are the next steps for the cross-country team?
It's really cool because this is only my second season, so I have 2 more seasons to improve, and I think everybody just was really, really happy with how we performed, and I can't wait to perform better next seasons.
And Jacob, you committed to Brown, an Ivy League school for cross country and track. Walk me through winning the state championship and committing.
Yeah, it was awesome to win this year, especially after having not bring the championship home last year. To win it for the guys, especially senior year, win it for all the seniors on the team, which is awesome. Hopefully, next couple of years we can win a couple more. And then with Brown, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Competing at the next level, try to see how far I can take this running thing, and getting a great education as well. Super excited for the next 4 years.
And one final question for both of you guys: who would you not trust holding the state championship trophy?
Luca Plyler.
It's got to be Neil Mapani.
Thank you so much. That's a wrap for Kareem's Corner. Thank you so much for watching.
Thanks, Kareem. Way to go, boys and girls cross country. Congrats to the Comcats on a great season, and to seniors Charlotte Allen, Leah Hurd, and Reed Elizabeth Blanco.
Huge congrats to the Comcats. Over on the hardwood, the boys basketball team started their season strong at the Double Trouble Invitational. Seniors Zaid Al-Shahabi and Nico Searle led the team to a win over Johns Creek. They'll keep the ball rolling tonight as they travel to Towers High School.
The boys' first home game is next Tuesday against Pope High School. Good luck, guys. The girls' basketball team took on Decatur over the weekend with a neck-and-neck finish, coming out on top. The girls' team looks to stay undefeated as they travel to Towers as well.
On the mats, the varsity wrestling team travels to North Atlanta for the Atlanta Duels this weekend. Last night, they welcomed Mount Pisgah and Decatur. Here are Brady Calloway and Carter Potts with more.
Today, Carter Potts and I are here with the Westminster Wildcats Wrestling up against the Mount Pisgah and Decatur teams. In the first duel against Mount Pisgah in the varsity meet, Westminster came out victorious. And Carter, you want to tell them about the Decatur duel?
Yeah, they did great against Mount Pisgah at Decatur. They fought hard. They had a lot of great matches. I know Jackson Bailey had an overtime win against Decatur. He was down by 3 in the last period, able to come out with the win. Cats were super energetic, super excited about that, and a lot of other great matches. I know our middle school and JV also wrestled. We had some dominant performances from Ford Levings and other JV wrestlers. Our middle school did great. I saw a lot of kids out there, a lot of the younger generation putting in a lot of work, getting a lot better. So just a lot of excitement around this wrestling program.
And I'm just glad to see that there were a lot of supporters here and fans, especially from seniors, and even a alum came back to watch the fight, Webb August. And it was just great to see all of the people coming back to watch wrestling and just see how the sport is growing.
Good work, guys. The Catfish hit the pool tonight at 5, taking on the out-of-state Macaulay and GPS. The Cats look to make waves coming off their dominant performances over Collins Hill and Charlotte Latin.
That's all for sports. Back to you, Gabby and V.
Congratulations to our cross-country state champions and all other Westminster athletes.
For our middle school segment this week, let's go hear more about the Stage Cats production of Robin Hood.
Have spoons. There may be some bowling involved, and it's just a really fun play for our students to be a part of.
What is your favorite character or scene?
Oh, goodness. There are so many really funny scenes that we've gotten to work on the past few months. One of the challenges, speaking of bowling, that I've really liked figuring out is how to actually have bowling on stage as well as archery, how to incorporate that into the play without it being dangerous. And that's been really fun to problem solve with the students.
Okay, thank you so much. Is there anything else you would like to add?
Come see the show on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in Kellett Theater.
What times are they, by the way?
Thursday is at 4 o'clock, Friday is at 5, and Saturday is at 7, and there are no tickets required. Just show up and enjoy.
Okay, thank you so much.
That sounds amazing. I might need to go watch it.
That's all for this week. I'm B. Fisher.
And I'm Gabby Cropper, and you're watching WCAT Weekly News.
Stay Wildcats!